Red Batty on the air with me yesterday? That was what a great, oh my goodness, brought back so many memories. I'm thinking of the Owls. You know, there was a period of time, very briefly, the Owls played at Molson Stadium. I think it was 1970. And I had an uncle, my father's brother, who was in the hospital. Just so happened his room overlooked the stadium. He thought he had the greatest nephew that was ever born. All I wanted to do was watch the Owls play. I remember King Corcoran was the quarterback. Who remembers King Corcoran? Peter? King Corcoran? Scale of 1 to 10? Red. It's weird. Every person that I've known in my life or heard of in my life named Red. Red Fisher, Red Story, Red O'Quinn, Red Buttons, Red Skelton, Red Batty. I never seen any red hair on any of these people. Like, I grew up thinking Red was just another name like Fred or Dan or John. Is there proof that Red actually once had red hair, or hair, period? Is there any proof of that? I'd love to see pictures of it. And by the way, Red, my mom, what you said about your mom was beautiful. Just so beautiful. My mom is... My mom's going to be 89 in December. She has something in common with Mary, clean underwear. She always used to say, if I have to identify your body, I don't want you to be an embarrassment to the family. And there was that period when I rebelled when I was about 20 where I didn't wear any underwear. And then one night she noticed, and I've been all clear since then. Joey, Elias, Joey, do you have a feeling that the two of us have stamped on our forehead the name Jew? No? Are there any other Jews in the room? Happy New Year, wherever you are. I've always felt at home. We used to cover the Hall of Recognition ceremony when we were on Green Avenue, starting as the Team 990, and we became the Team 690, and then we became TSN 690. We moved into Bell corporate headquarters, and we stopped carrying the Hall of Recognition ceremony, which is a shame. And by the way, I'm told what it costs to sponsor a page in here, and I promise this will be thicker next year with some sponsorship, because it's shameful. There's something very comforting about moving into a community that has as street names Dick Irvin and Frank Selke. It's beautiful. It's like kismet. I feel if I'm going to talk to you guys about work ethic, I feel like I'm going to preach to the converted, right? But it's been a very strong part of my life. When I was 18 years old, I was hired. I was a radio junkie, and I just kind of hounded this guy by the name of Rob Joyce. Anybody remember Rob Joyce? He used to be on the air for many years. Rob Joyce is one of the great unforgotten or unrecognized people in my life. And my knees were literally shaking when I met him for the first time as an 18-year-old. Somebody told me to apply at CKO. Who remembers the first all-news radio station in the country? It was a network, CKO, which had previously been CFOX 1470. And they were located, this is what a great learning experience as an 18-year-old. CKO was located upstairs from the Hymas Tavern. So one of my jobs, when you're 18 and you're starting in the business, you do everything and anything. I wrote news back in the day when they had news writers for the news readers. The news readers were like anchors. They just said the leads. The actual news was written for them. I think the last guy who was a news writer was named Doug Williamson, who I worked with at CJD for many, many years. So I wrote news, I produced talk shows, and I got a lot of alcohol at the Hymas Tavern for people who shouldn't have been drinking on the job, but I learned what not to do, working upstairs from the Hymas Tavern. I was making $6,500 a year, my first job at 18. Cost me more commuting to Chamonix-Laval in a taxi. It cost me more to work my first year than what I got paid. Now there's all kinds of all kinds of restrictions for interns, and if you go past 3 weeks, it's like you're abusing the child labor laws or something.